Alrighty, here we are on the Twitter. Here's some video clips from I Mean, Therefore I Am. Alrighty, first up.
A migrant, okay, an immigrant, left a receipt in the store. And you know how I got the food stamp remaining balance at the bottom of the receipt, right?
I'm just gonna say it, but it would have been really nice if she took a picture of the receipt and put it with the video. Anywho, let's go.
Right? $13,500 with a $5,000 cash, Larry. Okay? Migrant, somebody that's not from this country. Now, you are a veteran, and you've also served this country, correct?
Correct.
Now tell these people, okay, after I just said they left the receipt with a $13,000 food stamp balance. Tell these people, as a veteran that served this country, right? Tell them how much food stamps you get in a month.
$23. $23.
23, not 2,300.
$23.
Not 230. How much you getting in food stamps a month?
$23 a month.
$23 versus a person that's not even from this country versus a person that did not serve this country. $13,000 they said it was on that receipt.
$23.
And you fighting to get your what?
100.
Your 100% from the VA.
From the VA.
He can't even get it.
Fight.
America, you should be ashamed of your goddamn self.
100%.
That has to be some kind of error. How could a vet only get $23 a month? With that being said, I remember there was this fundraiser to raise money for service dogs for vets with PTSD. Why? Because the government cut funding to the program. And I've said this before, migrants, whether they're legal or illegal, they shouldn't be getting funding from the government. Plain and simple. That money should go to people who actually serve the country. So that's some serious BS. So in my opinion, why does the government give all this money to the migrants? Well, they'll vote Democrat. If they become citizen, they'll vote D. Because they'll remember who gave them all the handouts. Second, we live in a consumer society, so when the government gives out money to the migrants, they consume. If they didn't give the migrants money, then the migrants would have to scrape by, pinch every penny. They wouldn't be consuming. They would conserve every penny, i.e. conservatism. And the Democrats don't want that. Anyway, continuing.
You should be ashamed of yourself. See if Kamala gonna fix that. Here this man is a veteran, okay? Fighting for his 100%. He done fought for this country, and he get $23 worth of food stamps every month. And then they done found a damn receipt of an immigrant, a migrant, getting $13,000 a month, Larry. Not every 5 months, not every year. A month. Is it not a slap in the face?
Slap in the face.
I'd call that a kick in the balls, but to each their own. Now, when this lady says America should be ashamed of itself, I have to disagree with her, because not all Americans voted for Biden. Some did, some didn't. America's great. It's the politicians that are corrupting everything. Because in my opinion, all they care about is stuff in their own pocket. So corporations go to them and say, we need more workers. So they lobby the politicians to bring in more immigrants, whether they're legal or illegal. Some of them work, some of them don't. If the government gives them money, then the ones that don't work can still consume. Alrighty, here's the next video clip.
Alright, I don't want to be that person that's hating, but I guess I gotta be. Do you see this new building? New. Brand spanking new. It's supposed to be an apartment, but it's a shelter. And so I go and I'm like, alright, so what shelter? And they're like, it's not a woman's it's not a woman's shelter.
Definitely not a shelter for men.
It's a family shelter. I'm like, okay, family intake shelter. Yeah, but only for immigrants. Wait, what the fuck? what the f you mean? Do you know how many of these fucking buildings they've been building in New York for that's supposed to include subsidized housing, but now it's just shelters for immigrants? Like, what? How about the homeless people that are already here? Americans. Like, I don't want to be that person that sounds like, close to border type shit, but like, what? Brand spanking fucking new. Like, everything brand. Like, and that was a fuck shelter. Like, what?
Had to cut that one a bit because of all the F-bombs and S-bombs. But yeah, apartment building just for migrants. Whether they're illegal or legal, I don't know. I wonder who paid for that. And again, New York is probably one of those places where they have very few people who are just entering the workforce, i.e. kids, teenagers, so they have to bring in migrants. And in order to incentivize them to be good and come to that area, they need to give them money and housing. And again, this creates a culture of gimme dats. They'll keep wanting more and more and more. But hey, the Dems will get their vote, right? You know what I couldn't help notice by these two videos? Both of them, the people in there, are African Americans. Interesting. It's almost like the migrant or the illegal migrant is taking the place of the African American in terms of standing in the Democrat Party. Or I guess I should say value to the Democrat Party. Well, anyway, take care out there in clown world.